Alright, Randall Thor here, once more. Yes, I have to introduce myself every time. Right, now we're behind the buildings. You see, Jem, walking over to the bookstore. I don't know if your college or university does this, but Western, and one of the students use financial aid to rent textbooks, so you don't have to buy them. Offsets the cost a bit, and you can use financial aid to cover it. But there, the university bookstore, which isn't much to look at from the outside. It has an arch, and they've redesigned the interior a bit. University bookstore. So now I'm going to try to, do as much of a tour and around campus as I can. They put some nice signs up, all the buildings in this past year, so that's cool. Bookstore use only, parking space. A sign over here, H.F. Robinson Administration, which is the White House, the Death Star referred to by faculty. So, yeah, here we are. Wow, sunlight. Terrible. Pride of the Mountains Marching Band. Yeah, okay. Doesn't show up too well with the light, but, Now, that off that way is the village. It's where the Greek organizations live. About 4 or 5 years ago, they grouped up all the Greek organizations and put them in one area. Contain the cancer. Anyway, over there we have two residential halls. And the one on the right there that you can maybe see is sort of, it's separate from that building. Those are two separate buildings. One on the left is Scott Residential Hall. When I started here, hold on. Sorry, I wasn't sure if there was anyone else around. But when I started here, Scott Residential Hall was open to anyone. Anyone could live there. Just like any other dorm on campus. And then they started reorganizing. And nowadays, Scott Residential Hall is a freshman-only dorm. Freshman only, and it's 9 floors, and it's a large, widespread building, so it can hold a lot of fresh meat. I think Walker, that's Walker Residential Hall. Walker next to it is also, it's also freshman only. So yeah. We've seen 4 dorms so far in this tour. We've seen Balsam and Blue Ridge. We've seen Scott and Walker. Now, where Balsam and Blue Ridge are now, there used to be 2 other dorms. Helder, Helder, and Leatherwood, Leatherwood. Helder was an all-female dorm, Leatherwood was an all-guy dorm. All-male dorm. So, they tore those down. Those are older buildings. They're plus-shaped. If you looked at them from above, they were plus-shaped buildings. Interesting design. There's Walker. Walker is interesting because another dorm I'm going to show you in a bit, called Harrill, Harrill, and Walker were identical buildings. Identical in construction. This past year, Harrill has received a renovation, and I don't know what it looks like now. It'll be a surprise to me. And, yeah. They've expanded the building, updated its interior. But, those are both 9-floor buildings. Walker and Harrill were identical buildings. Oh, you can't see that. You can't make out the detail of the lettering. So let's go a bit closer. Because I've got a couple of hours. I've got at least an hour to just walk around. I can press that if I need to. Enclosed area here. But let's walk along from here. We have Walker Residence. See, there you go. Edith Walker Residence Hall. Pretty sure it's freshmen only. And the construction of that and Harrell are identical. I've said that, so I'll just drop it. Because the buildings are no longer identical. Now if you hear this Goliath of a building here is Scott Residential Hall used to house freshmen. I told you that too. But since that's not the only thing that houses, it's also home to the Department of Resliv. Department of Residential Living. Yeah. That's what's also housed in this building. I know, towards the beginning of every spring semester, if you're going to be here in the fall, go there, sign out and turn in your rooming contract. A thing for Western Carolina Peaks. Those are apartment buildings, I think. I don't know. Alright, White Scott Residential Hall. Great Scott. Okay, I'm going to cut it here. And I will see you over at Harrell. And also, signing off.